One of the worst parts of having breast cancer is every time you get a new test or a result, you have to tell the people that you love the results. When it's not good news, you hesitate to tell them because you know that they're going to have a bad reaction, and then you have to comfort them. So part of dreading bad results is having to tell the people that you love something bad. It's not fun. Until you have to tell somebody, I have cancer, you don't understand what an uncomfortable conversation is. Because they don't know what to say. What could you say? It's silence, and the silence feels like it never ends. And then their silence turns to them trying to figure out what to say and also trying not to cry. And you can't deal with them crying because you're trying not to cry. It's hard. Oh, if you're me, you try to make jokes to try to make the situation better, even though it's not better, no matter how many jokes you have. 95% of the time, I would rather just run away and not have to tell them because I don't want to make them sad. Every time you come home from a test or from getting results, you have to tell people that you love, and it's not easy. But you have to tell them because they love you, and they're so desperately wanting you to give them good news. But sometimes you don't have good news. So far, almost everyone that I've dealt with at hospitals and testing places have been fabulous. There's been one or two people that probably should never deal with people that have cancer because they had no bedside manner at all. When you're there getting tests done, you're thinking about everything. You're thinking, is it going to go well? Am I going to have to tell people that I love more bad news? Not to mention the fact that your tits are hanging out and you got strangers looking at your tits when more than one person hasn't seen your tits in 10 years. Oh, you need to touch them? Oh, you need to touch them? You do too? Everybody want to get a squeeze? It's like a party. So you're already stressed out. You got your tits hanging out. You don't know these people. Everyone's touching your tits. And then somebody's going to have an attitude? Mm-mm. The truth is, even if they're nice, you're still uncomfortable because you know that they're testing you for something terrible that could kill you. I've been thinking about it. How could you make this process easier for people who have to tell their family what's going on? And of course, there's people who don't have family or people close to them. How do they get through this situation? I really don't know. 90% of the time, I go by myself into the doctor because it's uncomfortable. And everyone offers, oh, I'll come with you. Do you need me to come with you? I'll sit with you. No, I really just want to be alone and I want to get this done and over with. Thank you. Talking about it and sitting there with somebody else isn't going to make it be on my mind any less, so why waste your time hanging out with me in a doctor's office? Honestly, there's about 10 million things going through your head at the same time, so it's kind of hard to talk and carry on a conversation when you're just panicked. It's hard because people that love you don't want you to go through this alone and they don't want you to be alone for a second. But the truth is, sometimes it's better for me, at least, to be alone. I'm not used to making people cry. I'm used to making people laugh, which is why I'm doing this in a Snapchat filter. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if I'm going to live. I don't know if I'm going to die. I know I'm going to try. I'm going to fight. That's all I can tell you. So if you think it makes you sad when somebody has to tell you that they have cancer, you have no idea how it feels for them to have to say the words. And that's why I totally understand people who don't tell other people what they're going through, because it's awful to tell people. Because I know it's only about 3 seconds of silence and they don't know what to say, but for me, it feels like about an hour. And every time I have to tell someone on the phone or in person, I just hear, wah, 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 wah. I mean, talk about a fucking conversation killer. It's like crickets. Crickets! So, how do you tell someone? Think about it. Oh, hey, how you doing? Haven't talked to you in a long time. Oh, by the way, I have cancer. Whew, I am so sorry you had so much trouble picking out that paint color. By the way, I have breast cancer. Well, how am I doing? Well, I have breast cancer and I got a puppy. Seriously, if somebody has a better way to deliver that news to people, let me know. And I can't even lie and say I'm going to be okay, because I don't fucking know. I don't know nothing. And by the way, you telling me I'm going to be okay? is what we call wishful fucking thinking, because you don't know neither. Of course I'm gonna fight, but I can only do what I can do, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave this earth because without me, shit's gonna get boring real quick. I mean, let's be honest. Y'all ain't got it like I got it. I mean, would any of you consider doing a breast cancer video in a Snapchat filter? No. I mean, let's be honest. If they're gonna take my boobs and they take the nipples, what point is there of having boobs? It's like a car without an engine. Oh, Kathleen, don't worry. They can rebuild your nipple. Well, it won't have any feeling, but it'll be there. What? Just tell you like this, without the nipple, there ain't no fucking reason to have tits. Well, they can reconstruct one. Well, will it work? No. What the fuck? I don't need that. Or you could get a nipple tattoo. Wait, will I be able to feel cold weather? No. What the hell is a nipple tattoo gonna do for my pleasure in life? Nothing. So for me, that's gonna be the worst part. Is losing the nipples. Because I kind of like them. We've had a lot of fun together. And I'm also a little concerned about looking like a cyborg. You could call me RoboCat. So anyway, that's my story so far. I'll let you know more once I know what we're going to do. And also, if you're still lucky enough to have your nipples and they work, my suggestion is to go outside in the cold weather and enjoy them. Or maybe just rub against them. You know what I mean?